Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly psychic tarot reading. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. So, let's do your weekly psychic tarot reading, tuning into the most important messages, what you need to know. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. So, Scorpio, in the past we have the Lovers in Reverse, new card deck. I love this imagery. Isn't it beautiful? So I'm getting, with the Lovers, there's a choice. And with all these lotus flowers, it feels like it's about a wise choice, making a wise choice to break up, to no longer continue. This feels, even though this is the wise choice, it does not feel like it's made easily at all. This feels painful, very painful. Okay, it looks like the person in the past you were connected with created a lot of sabotage. They were interested in power plays on, they want to be above you, they want to control you, they feels like they learned this from their childhood, that there was a very unequal power dynamic between their parents. And even it feels like you made it very clear what you wanted, but they emulated their parents' connection. And it feels like being in relationship with this person got to a point where to stay in the connection, it's like you're in the connection but you're not really there. Yeah, this person both of you are exploring your mother wounds, rejection, abandonment, neglect. Nobody's getting their needs met. This person is not willing to put in the work. This person just wants you to do everything. And, I get the feeling that they would say, it's interesting when I am defining translating what I'm perceiving about this past relationship. It feels like immediately anything I say, they've got a defense, an excuse. It's what you do, that shift the blame. It's impossible because this person just wants to be right. It's not about the connection and growth. This person just wants to be right and wants to be in control, and they're very much in their ego. And so it looks like you started manifesting from lack, not having enough. I also get the feeling that this person consciously was trying to manifest your... God, what's the best way to translate this? They were consciously wanting you to manifest you. God, there's so many different words coming up. Destruction. They're trying to discard you. But they want it painful as possible, as wounding as possible. They blame everything on you. I feel like part of why you're searching on tarot readings to try to figure out what happened because this person won't communicate with you. They're horrible at communicating. And when they do, they communicate whatever. Their communication is manipulation. There's no truth, no honesty, no emotional connection. This person is very deceptive. It's just about getting their needs met. They're in their own little world. Jeez. Is this resonating? I'm wondering, this feels like a private reading. This is so detailed. It looks like in the past they're very successful at work. Something about the bravado of being very good at what they do at work gave them even more like an ego and more permission to treat you poorly. And this person is blaming you. I think before you even recognized that this connection is dissolving, they were already telling everybody in the environment that it's all your fault. So they were already, I think for a long time, there was an exit strategy. You keep trying to fix. You thought you guys were both focusing on fixing and repairing this connection, where your partner was strategizing their exit, blaming you. It feels like this might have been a long exit strategy, starting with blaming you to everyone in the environment. Yeah, I think in the past you couldn't handle this. You weren't willing to see this about this person or the connection. It feels like you're a little in the dark, a lot in the dark. This person emotionally manipulated you, and it kept you in your emotions. It kept you in your woundedness. So you weren't allowed to, it feels like they got you, or you already were in a state when you got in this connection where you didn't trust your emotions, didn't trust your feelings, didn't trust your intuition. And with all the gaslighting going on, you trust them before you trust yourself. And they weren't trustworthy. For some of you, there are children involved, and you knew this person for such a long time. It's just hard to wrap yourself around the reality of what happened in this connection. That this wasn't while you're going through it, a lack of clarity and confusion and uncertainty. It looks like you had to turn your back on this connection and focus on you. It feels like there's just so much confusion, so much upset, so much that you didn't realize that was going on. Wow. All right, Scorpio. In present energy, we have the 7 of Inspiration in reverse. So inspiration, 7 of Wands in reverse, letting your guard down. Holding space, creating but in reverse, so it feels like it's difficult. Yeah, okay. It's difficult for you to create healthy boundaries with these person who refuses to learn a different way of being. It feels like they know just what to say to get you to let your guard down, to make you feel completely vulnerable and like you're a bad person for creating healthy boundaries by centering yourself instead of constantly centering them and the connection. Okay. I think it's also hard. You're trying to figure out what the truth is. So now you're tuning into your intuition and your feelings. What is the truth? What is a lie? What is the truth? It looks like you're really seeing that the whole foundation of this relationship in the past, this connection, is deceptive. And had you had known, had this person had been honest, you wouldn't have chosen them and chosen this connection. And they know that. They know that if they were honest with you and told you what they wanted out of the connection instead of just manipulating you and confusing you and wounding you and deceiving you and, again, manipulation, you wouldn't have signed up for that. That would not have been your choice. So now you're seeing the truth. It's a painful truth that it also looks like you are realizing how you deceived yourself, how you ignored red flags, how you trusted what they said but didn't look at their actions. You were very trusting in words, not just observing and seeing how they behave. Does it match? I think you kept thinking, I'm too deep. I've invested too much time. Let's fix this. Instead of, this is I need to cut my losses. Now it does. Now it looks like you've got the world in your hands and you're making plans. The world in your hands and you're making plans. You're focusing on something different, anything different than this. All right, Scorpio, what's hidden this week is, the world reversed. So, is this ending a cycle or is this repeating a cycle? Let's see. And who's repeating a cycle and who's ending a cycle? Oh, okay. Ending a cycle. It looks like what's hidden is that. Okay. It looks like you're ending a traditional cycle, a traditional way of being where you give your authority and your power to others outside of you and do what you're told what you should do. And instead it looks like you're focusing on your intuition and finding your answers within so you can learn, so you can trust yourself. Wow. So it looks like you were raised to give your power away to those your parents, your family, your religion, to leaders, in relationships. There's that real patriarchy, top-down type of energy here, and it feels like you were taught to be way down at the bottom. That's your role. And it looks like you're ending that. I don't want to ask my environment what I should do. I want to know those answers for myself. I want to find them for myself. I love finding my own answers. I love trusting myself and trusting the messages that I get that are internal. Wow, beautiful. All right, so the advice this week, Scorpio, is the Muse of Materials. So this feels like the page of Pentacles. It looks like you're starting this new path. Look at that person walking that path that's very magical and very different than anything that you've ever seen before. So it looks like the advice is, it feels like you're reimagining your life. So not just a new chapter, but a whole new book where you get to be a different character if you so choose. I don't have to be the person that I was raised to be. It feels like in this book, you're choosing who you want to be and not listening to anybody else. I mean, it's a pretty relatively short life that we have here, this very finite experience. And it feels like, I've given my power away of how I should show up and how I should behave, and it's led me to be very unhappy and hurt and wounded and taken advantage of and lied to. So I think going forward, I'm going to listen to my own guidance. Looks like you're not wanting to hear anything. It feels like you're going no contact with people who aren't on board with this new way of being. What's beautiful is you're having a lot of success. And I think people are seeing, so some of you are on different timelines here, but some of you, it's already in the environment. You're having very vivid, people are seeing all the success that you're having and realizing that the success you're having is because you're no longer giving your energy and your power away. You're deciding what you want to do with your life. Giving yourself permission to succeed, giving yourself permission to have fun, giving yourself permission to abundance that's yours, and joy and happiness. And the more you walk away from toxic connections and toxic people and just let that go, the more justice, the more aligned you are, the more success you are. Wow. You're just creating this abundance for yourself. It's like you're disproving what everybody has told you, that you need someone else, that you're no one without someone else, that this is just life, that you put others before you, that you really can't lead your own life. You need people who know. I feel like you're taking your power and you're making decisions. You're not indecisive at all. You're finding that stability and security. And now that you're in alignment with you, then blessings are flowing. Things are easier. Wow. All right, beautiful reading. I feel so much joy for you, how far you've come. I feel like this amazing amount of pride. Maybe you feel proud of yourself. This is a huge shift. A lot of times people don't make this shift unless they pass away from this lifetime and then are reborn and have a new experience. It's like you're shifting who you are in a radical way in the middle of your life or wherever you are in your life. So that takes a lot of courage, a lot of power, a lot of focus. So, wow. All right. Hope that's helpful. Have a great week, Scorpio.